So hello everyone. So in this video we will talk about Solana stablecoin farming strategies here, and before the start of talking about the stablecoin strategies, we will talk about the current market outlook and the indicators that we have in terms of technical analysis, and of course we'll focus more on Solana itself. Okay, so how about we start now? Okay, so you can see this is the brief introduction of what we are going to talk about today. And for NFTs and gaming, I think I will skip in this video because the market situation now is not a good time for you to invest in any of the NFT projects or some metaverse GameFi projects that are happening in Solana. I think the only parts that can play it out is some NFT with many utilities, or is it related to real estate, related to a virtual space in metaverse. So, but other than that, I think many of the NFT projects do have a very bad environment now, that they could not keep their floor price at their mean price. So yeah, I don't think you guys should focus on NFT projects now in a relatively bear market now. So for the market outlook, we'll first talk about a phenomenon that we found in Bitfinex. Let me show the chart to you guys. So basically, I'm going to trading wheel, and then I will basically go to the charts, and we can find BTC short. Yeah, it is. This is crypto. Let me go back to found the BTC-USD. Okay, USD. Okay, here you see that this is the data from Bitfinex, and this chart is showing the volume, the size of the Bitcoin short amount. You can see that recently there is one whale which bought a huge amount of short at one single time, and then you can see the amount of short in Bitfinex shoot up a lot on just a few days ago, and this position maintained through these 3 or 4 days. Of course, it drops a bit today. It seems that, which is I don't see the whale has exceeded his position, but usually the amount of short with that size, with that volume, it tends to come back a bit, and then it will shot up again in a very exponential way. So yeah, you may find this a kind of signal that the market is not at the bottom. Yes, we have kind of come back from the all-time high by a lot already, like more than a half of our all-time high price. But it doesn't mean that we are at yet. This is not the bottom, and we shall not guess the bottom and always finding a using your DCA strategies to kind of spreading your money, spreading your ammunition. Instead, we should follow the trend. Okay, let's jump to Solana chart. So you can see that the Solana chart here, we obviously having a very dominant downtrend, and if we open the volume, you can see that we actually have a very huge amount of volume during this dip, which explain that many of the people may be buying from the heights are already cutting their loss here. If we open another indicators like the EMA ribbon line here, you can see that we don't have a good sign of rebounds yet. If we do it if we just look at the 4 hours chart, you can see that the EMA ribbon line here is still on a downtrend, right? Actually, just 2 weeks ago, there is a chance that we have our EMA ribbon line flipped upwards. That means all the lines are going to merge together and then to change their direction. But it seems that it fails and then come back down and then follow the downtrend. Usually, if we look at the daily chart here, it will be more. We can see that the data is not. The data is not complete with USD Tether, so we change to Solana and US dollar here, and then we can see that in case in the daily chart we found the EMA ribbon line is actually flipping upwards, then that would be the start of another uptrend, another bull market. But now after the EMA ribbon line has flipped downwards, actually the bear market haven't yet end if you talking about the daily EMA ribbon line chart. So the best bet that you start actually buying with your huge portfolio would be using a sign that okay, the EMA ribbon line has come together and then they start to flip bullish instead of gaming the bottom, because we never knew the bottom. It's something like okay, when Solana's all-time high is around 260, and then it jumped to the point where it halved like 120. Maybe someone would just say that okay, this is a good time to buy the dip, but actually this is obviously it's not the dip, and it is still going downwards. So that's why we have to be cautious about the chart. So in case you are all in crypto now, all in all very risky assets, including Bitcoin or Solana, my personal opinion is that I think it is not a good time to go all in, because this will be very risky to your portfolio in case we expose any kind of potential risk that we are ahead, like the FMOC meeting in the coming few days. In case the Fed is going to have a a higher rate hikes than we expected, then there will be a major drawdown for the crypto markets as well as the stock markets. So yeah, I think at the moment, I think many of the investors are still speculating what is going on. A few days later, meaning Wednesday, we have the result of our FOMC meeting, and we will be knowing how many rate hikes that we are facing in the coming months. Yeah, in case the rate hike is not 25 base point, is more than 25 base point, then yeah, there should be another bear trend that we are facing. That means the price would have a larger pressure to Bitcoin, to Solana. Okay. So apart from that, I think that you guys all know that Solana itself is a very heavily invested by the institutions, namely the VC. Inside say the team, company, VC purchase token, we are having the initial allocation of 48%. And yeah, and for community allocations, it occupies a large portion of it as well, meaning all the ecosystem funds to the developers, or like the airdrops. So basically, this kind of token is somehow, I should say they come from zero cost, and they distribute to the developers, or distribute to any user with airdrops, which this is just another sell pressure. The tokenomics is not so great for Solana here. And yeah, because everyone is speculating that we are having a very a few times of rate hikes in this year. So that's why you can imagine the VC has already started to kind of dumping Solana itself, because their cost is very low. Like maybe it just costs them a few dollars, or even lower than $1 their cost. So basically the VC is actually maybe dumping like this area, I should say. But let's see the volume. Okay, but you can see that at the time of shoot up, we have a huge amount of volume here, and currently we are still having a very low volume here. So this is the most painful area that we have to experience. This also gives a very good support to Solana, because majority of the retail investor, they have their Solana at these prices. Yeah, but in case there is another bad news to the market, like maybe China banning crypto again, then it will drop more. Okay, then this will have this great support precision need to be tested, and to see whether we can hold up with this level. Okay, basically, yeah. I should say, in case you are all in Solana or any kind of risky assets, I think it is more sensible for you to swap half to stablecoin, and to pair them up with liquidity, and then you can deposit into any farms in Solana, like Radium or Ochre. Okay. And they found a find a place to auto compound your LP tokens, because fundamentally for stablecoin Solana liquidity, like USDC Solana liquidity pair, if you provide that kind of pair, if Solana has further drop of his prices, then this kind of LPing is also helping you to dollar cost averaging your Solana, and of course you can also earn farming rewards. Yeah, but my suggestion is to put it in Tulip or Francium for auto compounding, because farming tokens like Ochre or Radium is not looking good during the bear market. It's even perform even worse than Solana. Let's see Ochre. Yeah, it's a very ugly looking chart here. There's nothing we have to talk about in terms of technicals. It's just a non-stop downtrend for Ochre or like Radium. Another bad one. Okay, basically the bounce back is just powerless. Okay, because emission token, eventually people just farm it out and then dump it, and Radium itself is also a platform of initial token offering. Bear market is not a good time for you to go into IDOs, but in case there are some valid projects that are doing initial offering, I think you can still try your luck, I should say. But anyway, there are still many good projects in Solana. Okay, we should not lose hope of them. Okay, so I think this is the part for market outlook here. Let's jump to the next page. Okay, it's not moving at all. Okay, the farming opportunities. In Penguin Finance, we do offer services like the OHM or like the Wonderland Monthly, which means we provide bonding options and staking for different projects. So in our platform, we already have a partnership with Parrot Finance and BunnyDucky auto compound U aggregator platform. Basically, you guys can provide BUT token together with Pi, and then you can supply it into the bonding pool, and then you will have a discount on purchasing BUT token. That means that you guys, if you provide $100 worth of BUT Pi token, then you will eventually get 8.55% more when it matures, when the bonding matures. Then apart from that, you can just directly stake your BUT, and then it will give you a very juicy annual yield, which is 2,100%. Yeah, when you stake the BUT token, your wallet will have another token called SBUT, which certified that you own certain amount of BUT token in the staking pool. Yeah, but in this bear market, in case you didn't come across what's OHM, what's Wonderland Money, then I would suggest you to stick to stablecoin farming instead of going into bonding. So let's jump to our stablecoin farming strategy using Penguin Finance, of course. So for stable farming strategy here, we will involve 5 different platforms, including Sunny, Parrot Finance, Saber, of course, Penguin Finance, and BunnyDucky. So basically, with these 5 tools, you can maximize your yield in the optimal way for stablecoin farming. So let's jump to each side to explain more clearly on that. And okay, let's first start with Saber. Okay, sorry, it's loading. So for Saber here, Saber of course is a platform which aggregates all the different kinds of stablecoin pools. Okay, basically, when you come to Saber, let me log into my wallet. When you come to Saber, you can see that. When you come to Saber, you can see that there is a lot of different stablecoin pools, and also Solana, BTC, Ethereum, all the different kind of stable pools, which do not involve a lot of impermanent loss, because all of the liquidity pools provided by Saber is actually same kind of asset class, such as Solana to stake version of Solana. And of course, if it is about stablecoin, then different kind of stablecoin pools, which helps us to drive our multi-chain capabilities in Solana. So we will choose to provide UST-USDC liquidity pool. And then it seems that and then once you come to the UST-USDC pool, you can provide the liquidity. It's very easy. You just have some USDC in your wallet, and then you can provide just USDC. They will give you the LP tokens. Once you provide the USDC token, then you can come to BunnyDucky.com. When you come to the BunnyDucky.com, then you can go to their page, the application page, and then of course you can always find there are already 4 different pairs available inside the BunnyDucky page. So you will find UST-USDC available for you to farm. So basically, you just deposit the UST-USDC token that you have minted from Saber, and then you will receive UST-USDC token. And then you just input the amount and then click deposit. Then you will find your Y token here, which is a yield version of your liquidity provided on Saber. What is a yield token? Basically, yield token is a representation of your liquidity pool storing in BunnyDucky, where BunnyDucky helps you to auto compound your UST-USDC. So how did they auto compound our liquidity pool? So basically, they will once they collect our liquidity pair from Saber, they will put it into Sunny for farming their Sunny tokens and also the Saber tokens, which gives you around 11 APY. And then BunnyDucky will take 10% of the harvested token to buy back UST and USDC. And yeah, and then another 19% they will cut half. They will cut half. How they cut half? I will open this page to explain a bit. Okay, this is our Penguin Finance page. Basically, they will use 45%. That means 19% cut half is 45% to buy BUT token, and another 45% to buy Pi token, which Pi is actually the stablecoin of Parrot Finance. So basically, they will buy both of the tokens and then pair it up, and then go to deposit into these bonding pools. And of course, they will convert them into, because the payout asset of this bonding pool is actually the BUT token. So they will distribute the BUT token to you daily. So yeah, to distribute the BUT token to you daily. So you can find the rewards page here, and then you can claim it when every day. They will distribute a certain amount of BUT token based on the U token that you are holding. But of course, how can we maximize our return? So we will go to the last platform, which calls Parrot Finance. Actually, both Parrot Finance and Bunny token are from the same team. Basically, it is very easy for you guys to conduct the restacking of your yield. Basically, once you got your yield token from BunnyDucky, you can easily go to vaults here, and then go to mint, and then you can deposit your yield token that you have just got from BunnyDucky, and then you can mint Pi token. Pi is a stablecoin of Parrot Finance. You can mint 18% of your total yield tokens deposited. So basically, there is no minting fees, and also there is no other kind of extra fees they will charge you. Only there is a borrow APY of 0.2%. Yeah, of course, the borrow APY will adjust based on the price of the Pi stablecoin. But due to the mechanism we have for BunnyDucky currently imposed, Pi tokens is more stabilized as when compared to times without Bunny token, because I've said that 45% of the harvest yield will buy Pi token, to go to the bonding pool to generate BUT token. So basically, in case Pi token can maintain the peg, then the team would not increase the borrow APY. So making that assumption that we don't need to pay anything, just 0.2% per year for the borrow APY. And of course, you don't need to worry about liquidations, because they won't liquidate here in Parrot Finance. So it's a very good one. And I mean, once you've got your Pi token, then you can go back to our Penguin Finance, and then you can swap the Pi token into USDC, right? you can swap the Pi token into USDC, and then you can just easily, going back to the step that we've just did before, right? Just here I will connect my wallet. Let me get some Pi token so that you can illustrate better what's happening here. Okay, let's wait a minute for loading. Okay, so just after you mint Pi out, the stablecoin Pi out, you can just come back to Penguin Finance, and then this is a swap. This is a swap that using Jupyter's API, which Jupyter's always found the best rate for our trade, and which I think everyone in Solana is using Jupyter. I don't think there's anyone not using Jupyter for their swaps in Solana. So basically I can just swap it to USDC and then go swap, and then you will get it. You will get USDC. After you got the USDC, then you just go back to our basic stacks here, and let me refresh. Yes, you've got some USDC. How you paid all the process. You can come to here and then deposit. You come to here and deposit USDC into the UST-USDC pool. And then you will get the liquidity pool token, right? After you've got the liquidity pool token, you just need to come over. Still loading. You just need to come over to BunnyDucky. It will show you your LP token, and you just deposit your UST-USDC liquidity pool token, and then you will get UST-USDC token, which is a bit less because, as I said, they use 10% of the yield, the harvest, and turn it into UST-USDC. So that means one yield token worth more UST-USD when you talking about you're talking about time. Yeah, because together with when the time grows, the amount that we've got for each token is more. Yeah, I don't know why I always got this error when I'm using Bunny. Well, yeah, we've got it, and then you just deposit it, and you've got the yield token, and then you can we do all the same. You can go back to Parrot Finance to deposit your yield token just mint, and then you can they will give you back the Pi stablecoin token, and afterwards you can go back to the swaps on Penguin Finance and then swap back to USDC and go back to Saber again, just same as last time. Okay. I always encounter this kind of problem in Solana. Yeah, sometimes it's not very stable. Maybe also because of the dynamical, but yeah, Solana is somehow got some network issue time by time, but yeah, we've got the yield token. And then once we got the yield token, you go back to Parrot Finance. I've just explained it. mint your Pride stablecoin token and then swap it back to USDC and then go back to Solana to deposit USDC into USDC UST LP liquidity pool, and then basically it's just recurring. But of course currently the Sunny reward for UST-USDC is quite low because Sunny keeps dropping through this bear market. Sadly, but if we look at the governance here, at the Sunny governance place, we can see that we can go to gauges here, and then you will find the current share and next share. Basically this governance here determines the amount of reward that we are going to have in the next round. That means like approximately a week for one round. So you can see that the emission itself will allocate more to UST-USDC liquidity pool from 43% to 52% here. Basically, so maybe next week we will get a high yield. So if we do some little calculations here, then we will find that. Okay, we will find that if you just like me, I just do one time, then you will get around 23.58%. Basically, if it is 13.1 yesterday, now it's 12 point something, but it's just kind of similar. You can do it many times. You just need to multiply 0.8 for each time, because there is a 120% collateral ratio, LTV ratio at Parrot Finance, but it is without any risk. There's no liquidation risk, and also apart from no liquidation risk, the basically it is just a stable pair farming. It involves no risky asset in this practice. So the Bunny token that they distributed to you, you can choose to stay in the staking pool for a while before you claim it, or if you don't like any other kind of token, you just like stablecoin, you can just, after you claiming it, you can just directly unstake it, and then you will have a unstaking window for 7 days, and then you can claim anytime during the unstaking window, but it will decay for 7 days. It's basically, if you don't like it, so for every time you harvest, you can basically unstack it. But of course, if you are if you just want to be lazy, you can just claim it and then just put it in the staking here, and then wait like maybe a week or a month to claim it and turn it back to USDC. Of course, Bunny token itself is a very also a very, I should say, quite a. Let me open this. Now this is, if you mean for recurring times, you can see that the yield itself, if you do it 10 times with $1,000, you will get a 16% return on your farming. And in case you don't like it, you don't like BUT token, you just unstack it at any time after you harvest, and then but if you don't harvest it, you got a very good APY. And Bunny itself is do have a very strong resistance during the bear market as well. You can see today there's today is 14 here now, and the screenshot here, let me check. Anyway, just it didn't drop a lot. It just dropped. I think it didn't drop. You can see that 3 days ago there's still 9.432. Yeah, it just barely moved, because again, for every asset that they harvest from Sunny, 45% will be going to buying BUD, and another 45% will be going to buy Pi. And of course, apart from that, all the trading fees that they collected will also going to be buying BUD and their liquidity token, buy back their BUD Pi liquidity pair token. This is how OHM works, how the bonding pool works, right? So no offense, I think this is much better than OHM in terms of mechanism itself. And in case you guys are really interested in the in investing into tokens with very high yield, then I would suggest BUD token is much better than Wonderland Money or OHM or other reserves token that we're talking about in other chains. So basically I think this is the end of this video. And of course we do have a lot of different activities in Penguin Finance, right? Let me jump to Discord, right? We are having a competition on creative submission related to Penguin, related to Penguin Finance. You can submit your artwork, of course not copying from the web, or you can submit some meme tokens, meme pictures, creation. You guys are all very creative on that. And 10 Penguin Art NFT are waiting for you guys. Just come and join us. And yeah, basically these are all the good ones. Later I will look at it, but because I don't know Russian, but I will give support. And this one I'm not sure what he's talking about. And yeah, this one it's basically all of them are good ones, including myself. Of course this one is also good. Yeah, basically everyone is doing okay. In case you guys have time, just participate and also be active in our community. And you may be one of the winner for the creative campaign itself. And if you own a Penguin NFT, you will be given a Penguin Road. And in the future, we have any partner launch in our platform, then there may be airdrop to us. Last time we have BUD token airdrop to our wallet, and I think it is around 8.69, which is around $200 we are talking about. Okay, and it is not locked. Different from Parrot Finance. Parrot Finance, that airdrop is in terms of SPAT, which you need to, if you just want to sell it immediately, then you have to unstake it and wait for 7 days. But for us, we are directly distributing we're directly distributing the bot token itself. Okay, yeah. So in case you guys wanna take a look at our platform, always welcome. In case you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in our channel. And in case you wanna ask something more than Penguin Finance, I'm always happy to answer it, because apart from Solana, I've involved basically in all different chains. Yeah. After all, I wish you guys all in good health under the threat of COVID-19, and also stay safe in case you are in one of the countries which are in combat, in war. Yeah, we always want to stay safe. Yeah, thank you for listening to my illustration on how we farm in Solana. Thank you. So see you next time.